So, ladies and gentlemen, for the last few days, with the worst boxing match, I can't even talk straight. After a few days during the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight, and that Latino event of the mini Rumble in the Jungle minimum weight title fight with Oscar Collazo and CP Freshmart and Gilberto Mendoza, which I thought looked like Jorge Gonzalez or Kawagi. I don't even know what to say right now. Like, guys, for the last few days, if I had to ignore all the comment hates and all the comments people said online about uh, me saying I have mental problems. One person said I was a black guy because he said the N word. Like, do I look black? One called me a man child, and yeah. But guys, at 12 p.m. on the 16th of Saturday, I really thought my life was over. So guys, as I'm recording this video, at around 1 o'clock p.m. in New York Standard Times, as I'm making this video, which the video is going to be uploaded in just about 10 or so minutes as I'm recording this, I like to give people a little bit of a heads up that this video that I'm going to show you viewers in the next 10 minutes, when it gets uploaded as this video is being recorded, I'm not going to plan on telling you viewers about this video other than this is just an educational thing. And when I say this video is for educational purposes, guys, I don't want you to think that what happened while I recorded this 5-minute video in 2 parts. This video, the reason I call this video for educational purposes, the video I'm going to show you as it is being scheduled as of right now, I want people to be careful with the outside world, because people, like, guys, the world has changed a lot over the years, and time, guys. There's a lot of things. Like, there's a lot of us human beings, like a lot of us people out there think that we know what's going on in the outside world. And then when you walk out into the streets, you look at something and then you think you're going to do something right. And then boom, out of nowhere, something bad happened and you got yourself involved because you didn't know. On the 16th at 12 p.m., so guys, the story is I was walking down the street at the time when I actually tried to go to a barbershop to get a haircut. And I'm thinking of doing it during a Thanksgiving party, but after everything going on, I might as well have a haircut later until the end of the month. But that has nothing to do with this. Still, a barbershop area got closed, so I guess they don't open on Saturday, but at least I know. And then I decided to collect bottles and cans while I parked my car somewhere out in the street next to the barbershop. And then I walk on, and as I'm just trying to find other bottles and cans and searching for stuff, I see an old woman high on medication and drugs, mental. She's mental. And I didn't know at the time. She was just a woman on a cart with stuff in her bags. I didn't know if she was homeless or not. And there were cars blowing horns trying to tell her to move on, move on. And I just thought to myself, hey, I'll do something like SpongeBob SquarePants did. Like, you know, the episode of SpongeBob where they did the episode when Patrick was actually helping SpongeBob to cheat and getting his license. And they show that montage of him exiting out of a car and just helping an old man cross the street. That's what I thought I was doing. My brain was not, my brain was in that world. And I thought I was going to do something right for a change. And when I came up close to the woman around 5 feet telling her, hey, you want me to help you? I was going to help her get the card and this or that. And watch the traffic, and this woman just screamed at me like a lunatic. Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Leave me alone! And I'm just saying, woman, calm down, calm down. And I'm just letting traffic know. I look to my left, there's a person in the car, getting out of his car, and I was about to tell him I'll handle this, but I guess no one could hear because it was windy outside. And then there was a breakfast restaurant out to the right side on the other side of the street, and there was people telling me to leave this woman alone, which I did. Like, I stood back 10 feet, and I was just saying, just calm down. I'm just helping on. I'm just making sure no one gets hit by traffic. And at that moment, guys, if I knew better, I should have just walked away. And if some driver killed the woman, I would have been like, hey, she deserved to die. She was in drugs. That's it. If God wanted to take her, I would have just said, hey, let her die. Because if she didn't want my help, I wasn't going to help her, and hey, don't blame me. If people are going to blame me for what I did, hey, I was trying to direct traffic so this woman wouldn't get hurt because cars were blowing their horns. It was so bad that people on the other side of the streets to say, leave this woman alone. This one person was saying F you. And at that moment, I was like, oh crap, I'm in a dangerous situation. So I took out my phone, I pressed record, and I was recording on my phone at the time. And then this person just on the other side of the street just F you. And I'm telling, hey, watch your language, watch your language. I say, hey, F you, F you. At this moment, and then one person walks the street, and I'm just telling them, hey, I'm just trying to make things right. I'm trying to make the state of Maine better. Like, there's white people getting it wrong. Why are you, and I'm just saying stuff like, why are you trying to make the white people and the white people miserable? Why are you letting the black people and this or that? Like, stop trying to make us wrong. I'm trying to do something right for once. And I could have sworn, I thought I heard one white dude said the N-word on me. But yeah, again, I didn't know because it was so windy at the time. And I don't know if my audio recording caught it because at this moment, I was just looking at my phone, just telling him. And the old woman, she was walking away as she was still screaming, leave me alone. And there was another woman that was telling her to just get out of there, just go. I even told that woman to say, hey, I'm just trying to help. And the woman understood. I did tap her on the back just to let her listen to me. And also, I didn't touch the old lady. I just stood back and just tried to explain. Before you know it, I tried to turn off my phone and thinking nothing would be gone, and that would be it. But the problem was, the old woman was walking to the same direction where my car was. So what I would have done was, I should have just walked out to another direction, waited 20 minutes, walked to a different area, and go back to the street where my car was parked. She was walking towards where my car was. And at that moment, I pressed record again because I didn't know if there was something bad was going to happen. And guess what? It did. This person in a black truck and a beautiful woman that didn't deserve to be with this Cyto blockhead that was in the truck scream at me to leave this lady alone. I'm telling him, look, my Ford Fusion's over there. I'll just wait for the woman to pass away from that car, and then I'll get into my car. And he says, I don't care. Just leave her alone. Get out. And then I just walk towards. I try to find my keys because at this moment, I'm just begging for something bad to happen. So I took out my keys as quick as I can so I could get to my car. I had a bag, I had a bag full of bottles and cans at the time with my phone recorded. So, and the guy in the pickup truck, he parks the car slant, like the parking lot and the road is different, so you might not know, but it was bad. So I just walked past him and he just flipped me off, and I'm just like, dude, leave me alone. And I said to myself, when I actually recorded his license plate number and did that, I just said, leave me alone, which I wanted to say that, but I didn't want to argue it. So I said to myself, if I get into my Ford Fusion, start my car, and if that pickup truck drives and slows down, and if he decides to record my license plate number, I'm not going to hesitate to go into his truck window and to tell him to go, just go. The woman's gone, just go. The woman's gone. Guess what? He did that. I walked up and I just put the face cam right onto him, and I just told him, I was going to tell him to go, but I turned around, but his window he actually closed his window, and I looked back, waiting for him to open the window again so I could talk to him while my phone is recording on his window. I tried to tell him that the woman's gone, but as he slanted the window, he pulled I don't know if it was a Glock or what handgun. I don't know if it was a P31 or something. I don't know. He just said, get the F out of the way. And I just went, okay. So I got in my car and I was like, if he just drives away while I'm in my Ford Fusion, and my Ford Fusion was honking the horn. And if you guys haven't heard of Ford Fusion before, it's different. But still, I just got in my car and he just drove away. That was it. And I got in my car and drove. And that psycho idiot guy that was in the beginning part of the video, he decided to record me and take pictures of my license plate. And I wanted to get out of the car to beat him up, but at this moment I was like, why would I? I was the only person trying to stop this argument. So I was like, hey, if he wants to get run over by a car, that's good with me. So I decided not to push it. They were saying that they were going to call the police, but I got over there, went to the road, and turned off my recorder. And then as I was going right, I saw a police car that was behind me, but I turned right and he turned left where I was. And yeah, the only thing I was thinking of is just going to a friend's place and tell him what I saw, and he protected me. And we went to the police station area hours later and tried to report this incident, but to see if the police did report it, but nothing happened. So the video you're about to watch is an educational thing of you people learning of what the real world is. It's not safe. So Please. P.S. Just to let you viewers know, I'm not a fake. I just I take my life seriously on the edge. I always live on the edge. Just remember that.